Woo! They are lit. This is always the worst move of the season because the calves don't know what the heck they're doing. Honestly, Factor don't know what the heck he's doing. Hey, how's it going? Tuesday afternoon, and it is a breezy one. So we got like a ½ inch of rain throughout the day today, and then it looks like we're supposed to get another round of storms at about 6, so in a couple hours, and then another round at about like 8, and some pretty good doozers too, with high winds and all that stuff. But then we also have to move stuff around because we got to pull cedars, and then we want to vaccinate the rest of the pears plus whitey gurgs so that they're done. And actually a couple of those pears probably could go out. So see if we get it all done before we get soaked. Okay, we are ready. Most of them getting cedars pulled and a shot of estromate, and the other ones are getting vaccinated and wormed. So they want their calves, so let's get it done. Make sure. Yep. Let her out. Come on, Barb. She's a cedar. I gotta come out and get her. Take a DNA test. Alright. Oh, where are you? There you are. Pull the hair. Your old hole, that probably didn't. Yeah. Alright, so that didn't really go too bad. Had an issue with one of the samples. I don't know, like the little thing came out when before it was in the applicator, and then when I tried it, just for whatever reason, it didn't want to like actually take the sample. So I had to run in the house, grab another one. But whatever, is what it is. So right now with all the rain we got like 3/8 of an inch yesterday, a ½ inch this morning, and there's probably another 1 to 2 inches coming tonight. We're just bringing in a bale, mostly for this area, but Dad's gonna put a little bit in that area, just to give the cows, especially the calves, somewhere to go. We don't want to put them in the barn just because there is 8 pairs that are getting synced, and then there's 4 other pairs plus whitey Gergs that are all going to share the same area. We would let 3, if not all 4 of the pairs out in the pasture, both the rain and the storms coming tonight. That's just a bad combination. We've had calves born like either right before a storm or right after a storm, and then you try and do something with them the next day, and it's like, woo, they are lit. So yeah, we're not going to deal with that. So we'll probably let them out tomorrow, if not the next day, but most likely before we actually do actual breeding. I did not forget paint. I ordered 2 cans from Gen X. I really do like the paint. I'd say the only downfall of the paint is the situation we're in right now. Is we just put paint on, and if it doesn't dry, it's potentially going to be gone in the morning. So, you know, whatever. The nice thing is we do have the cameras, so we can pay attention. I've thought about using the patches. Seen a lot of people using them the last couple of years, and they seem to be, you know, everybody seems to like them. I've seen a lot of people using the patches and stuff, and you know, they really like them and all that good stuff. But I've also heard that they have their slight little disadvantages too if they don't stick just right, or things like that. But they are definitely probably worth a try. At least figuring out how much they cost. I know they're not that much, but I do like the Gen X paint. I will say that I do like the Gen X paint. They did kind of come up with their own paint. They were using a different one a few years ago, and then I think it was right before Scott retired, they switched to having their own like Gen X brand paint, and we do really like this. I liked the last stuff, and we really like the new stuff that they came out with. And I remember Scott telling us that they did a lot of looking, a lot of research and stuff like that to come up with a good tail paint, because I've gotten the stuff from Fleet Farm that's, you know, supposed to be tail paint. It sucks. It's not good. I would not recommend it at all. Hey, how's it going? It is hump day. So we did have some pretty decent storms come through last night. There's actually I know confirmed a few like half hour from us there was some 2 tornadoes, and a suspected tornado like in the neighborhood, like within, I gotta wash that out, within like, I don't know, 5 miles of us. So it was a little sketchy last night. All right, so now we have to move the cows, and I'm hoping this goes in the direction that the radar says it's going, because it's sunny here, but she's rumbling over there, and that's about 5 miles away. All right, remember I showed you guys the other day the opening to this field, how there started to be some new grass growing. Yeah, so much for that. It's gone, it's destroyed, totally destroyed. But they would have done that to this field if we would have moved them yesterday. So hopefully it comes back, at least maybe like back in here, like where Helg's is, in front of Factor over. And AC 431 was bred this morning. I knew he was chasing somebody. This is going to be a waste. That's probably one of those deals. We probably need to bring a load of gravel or road base or something right there. Okay, so what are we doing despite the mud? So I have from that corner post to this pigtail right here that you may or may not be able to see, but it's right there. I want to split that difference, because this field I wanted to do thirds, a third here, and then I got to take this and divvy it up. So we're looking not there, probably yeah, probably about right there is where I want to go. This is not an exact science, but that's about what we're doing. All right, so what I gotta do now is I gotta make them go around this corner. This is always the worst move of the season because the calves don't know what the heck they're doing. Honestly, Factor don't know what the heck he's doing. We got some girls out here that know what they're doing, like Photo, AC 431, YC 913. They know exactly what's going on. So what I want to do, I'll get rid of these two posts. I'm gonna move this post. Actually, I'll probably get rid of that one for now. And I'll pick up the reel and I'll carry it to this one and I'll just drop it, and then I'll walk behind and try and get everybody to make this turn. It always gets to be a little interesting, but you know, we'll see. And I have no idea where I can stick you guys. Back up. You need to be able to walk, kiddo. And just checking the fence, we got about just under 6,000 volts on the line, and that's at the end of the line, so that's not too horrible. And that's with the backup. If I haven't ever showed it, it's a Power Wizard. So essentially like a Dare, and there's a couple other brands that look exactly the same as that one does. But it does all right for a nice, it's a nice backup. But I did get some fuses for the other fencer, a whole mess of them actually, so we can work on that project. We need to find a ground rod, either go buy one or find one, probably go buy one, for the panel that's out there, so we can get that project done, so we can get our regular fencer hooked back up. Next on the list is I need to connect my cameras because I don't want to be without my cameras, especially with stuff starting to come into heat. But hopefully this time it only takes me like, I don't know, like 2 tries to get it done. But I guess we'll find out. All right, so first time I got the internet back. That's right, you heard it. Hey, how's it going? Thursday afternoon. It's actually pretty nice out. We do have 2 that are in heat. All right, we're gonna grab an animal. It's probably gonna be True Justice. 3 of them are True Justice today. Come on, up. Cidrs all stayed in this time.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, Dad, she's good.
Now everything's mud.
Yeah, the rest of them were first calf heifers.
Yeah.
Let her go. But now we're just left with these 8 pairs, and I kept thinking, because we still don't want to put them in the barn, like let the whole crew go in the barn, just because there is so many of them that one of the calves is going to get stepped on. But right now the calves have a horrible area to lay in right now too. So I was like, how can we have the best of both worlds? It'd be awesome if we had a creep gate right in the front. And I'm like, wait a minute, we do have a creep panel. So I went and grabbed it, and I'm gonna we got a bunch of hay up there, I'll throw it in for bedding in here. But I set this guy up. I want to do one more chain in here, and then our calves can come in here. They can chill out in here and not get bothered by the cows. I just gotta, like I said, I gotta throw some of that hay in here for bedding, and I'll put money on it that within an hour or hour and a half of us leaving, they're going to be in here. All right, so we got grinding done. We actually ended up getting 4 animals bred. We thought we only had 2, but then when I got home, there was 1 standing, and then like a half hour late, we pulled her out, and like 2 minutes later, another one was standing. If they get bred a little bit earlier, I'd rather breed them just a tick earlier than a tick later, because that semen inside will last for like, I think it's like 24 hours or something like that. Tonight we actually used 3 shots of True Justice, which again, Gen X was able to go out and ask some of their techs and guys like that if they had any out there, and they were able to come back, and we were able to get some straws. So we're pretty happy with that. We ended up having a lot of extra semen, but that's okay. I mean, it ain't gonna go bad, so we'll just save it and use it next year. Like I ordered like 10 more straws of Bold Ruler, and kind of thought of using 1 or 2 of the Bold Rulers in this crew, but then some of that Bold Ruler was going to be for if we have any repeats on our heifers, which so far we really haven't. Again, that one, I think it's 50 EL50, she's the one that we think was in heat, and I think she was a Bold Ruler. But so we'll save that. It's fine. It's just less semen we have to buy next year. And then we used 1 High Life. So I'm still pretty excited about High Life. I just like that bull. And actually I think Bethany said that Select Sires, well actually it's Central Star, was here today, and I think they dropped off Gold Strike, which is I think a TJ Gold 3/4 blood. So he's also in the tank. So I think we'll save him for next year. But I also think he is I'd have to double check. I think he's good for heifers, but I'll double check. But that'll be a nice option to try out next year. I only got 5 of him, so maybe a little bit bigger semen bill than what we wanted this year. But if we have a smaller one next year, that's cool too. So, all right, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. We are getting going. More rain coming. So we have 4 more animals that need to get bred tonight. These girls, I think, are hungry. Oh, for cripe's sake. So we had gotten those cows in the barn that need to get bred. And all of a sudden I hear this, and I put up that little creep panel thing. So we took it down, I set that creep panel in the corner. Out of the way. Leaned up against stuff. Technically, yes, in their pen. All of a sudden I hear this crashing and banging, and I look over. I have just enough light to see the creep panel like waving in the air. So that only tells me it was around somebody's neck. It's like, good God, girls, just leave it alone. And this one won't shut up either. But these girls, they want out too. And they knocked over that feeder panel again. All right, girls, who's first? Come on. Come on, Cora. No, Barb. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Up, up. All right, Cora.
shot.
Yeah. Come on, bro. There we go. Last one is high life.
Okay.